It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next is this team's leader at quarterback. He's a top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. This should be a good one to watch on Sunday Night Primetime.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Good to be in the booth with my partner, Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime.
Here's Cade York to start the ball game. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw or just thinking, hey, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window. Some of that stuff needs to get cleaned up, but overall, not bad. But what matters the most in wins and losses, and he just wasn't the difference maker his team needed when they needed him the most.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Moore going in motion. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. 3rd and 6. Out of shotgun, Richardson. That one complete to Moore. A gain there of 10 yards. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
It is a big play for the Buccaneers. And even 30 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Here's a run. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Richardson. And he'll take it on in. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Tampa. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The extra point is good. And the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him. And if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, this is going to be a hard group to beat. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down. That'll be a first down. A gain of 10.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll send their tight end left. They'll look to throw again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return, and he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. And the visitors are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we move into the 2nd half of the season, he continues to put up the big numbers. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Bucs offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Irving. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. They send him right out of the slot. From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. This one intercepted.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. We'll try the right side this time. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. It's a gain of 10 yards, and that will be a 1st down.
Results in a 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. They'll work forward only to about the 18. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Marvin Harrison Jr. for the score.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the 1st down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
Makes the score. Visitors 10, Buccaneers 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Buccaneers offense headed back to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing, Richardson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the first quarter. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Now a give up the middle. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Third and long. They'll throw out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's the punter now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. It's Richardson on the move. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Well, the quarterback trying to find somebody open there, but that time, instead of finding his running back, it goes back the other way for a defensive score.
Mike, I think this is just one of those cases where the quarterback's just a little too casual with the throw. He kind of goes to his running back late on the check down. He never sees the defender until he's chasing him on his way for the touchdown.
Now it's York for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the visitors will get out in front 17-7.
Buccaneers 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Bucs offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming, getting started with 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. On 1st down, here's Irving. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
He'll go again here with Irving. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Richardson. He'll try to run for it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up 1st down.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Irving. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And he'll get about 5.
At the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
Let's go now. Check, Panther. Roll.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
A give. This is Irving. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Richardson. He's got it at the 7. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Here's Irving. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll go with him again. And this time he's in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown Buccaneers. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Now on the return, he has lost the football. And the defense has it. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught downfield by Harrison. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Results in a first down.
Back to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hands. And
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That is Trey Hendrickson, the veteran, in there to record the sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Here's their punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Irving. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Right back to Irving. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
Looking to throw. Richardson. Now, screen set up for Irving. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. A tight end in motion now. I'll give on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
They'll stay on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. Now this time they'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup results in a first down.
The tight end Moore in motion. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. They'll look to throw here on first down. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and a yard. They'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. Result is a first down.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And he will power his way into the end zone for the touchdown. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
York now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the visitors go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense is going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. He gets this one to Moore. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they're going to play it safe with a run. Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
At their own 35-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's to the left side. Taken in by Harrison. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Handoff here, up the middle, and he's going to take this past the 45, and that's good enough for a first down. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football as we toss it an hour or so east to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman standing by for the EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. Bijan Robinson, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. Tua Tagovailoa, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. As folks, you'll see a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to Harrison. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
It's a gain of 10. Result is a first down.
They'll look to throw yet again. We'll go right back to Harrison. He's got him again.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds.
And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The home team's offense, and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the high, or actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, Richardson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Now Richardson. He'll let one go down the middle. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Tight end going in motion here. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. It is 3rd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. Interesting point here, Greg. This is one of those where, put me in the mind of the play caller. Are you thinking just keep the ball on the ground right now?
I think it's hard. I think a lot of it has to do with how much confidence do you have that he can work himself through it, because as the turnovers continue to stack up, your biggest fear is that the confidence breaks down. So a lot of this is really just how well do you understand, what kind of relationship do you have with your quarterback. If you think you can get him through it, keep putting the ball in his hands. If you think he's done for the day, you got a big question you got to answer, whether he should even be in the game.
Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Here's Richardson. He keeps it himself. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On the ground, it's Irvin. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run with Irving. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
He'll work his way only to the 23. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. 2nd down and 8. Here's Richardson. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
His kick is good. And the Bucs are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give up.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, what this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth, he certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
The Buccaneers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 1st down, it's Richardson. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. They get an even 20 on that one. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the toss, they'll run. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Here now, 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down and 5.
To throw, it's Richardson. Open man, right side. He's got it. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. This one caught at the 4. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Here's a run. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's a run going left. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And hold on to that football, young man. As a keeper, his 1st NFL touchdown. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. They'll go with a counter on 1st down.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
And it'll be a pickup of 3, so 3rd down forthcoming. They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. On fourth down, out comes the punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Bucs offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. Richardson. He runs with it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one good for 29.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the handoff, it's Irvin. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
Moore going in motion. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the visitors are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's that man again. Another catch. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Going downfield, right side, and it's caught. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. It's second down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. This crowd into it now. as we get to third down. He'll drop to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
York, good on the extra point. And the visitors will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
15-yard pickup there. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. A second down throw for Richardson. That's into the hands of Moore. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On third down, they'll set up to throw. On the move, past the 40. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Richardson. That'll be taken in by Moore. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing, Richardson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
A loss of 5.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. Marshawn Lattimore all over that. Gets a hand in there to knock it away. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over them.
It's a big play when they needed it the most. 54 yards.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those 2 things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
They'll look to throw again. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Has a touchdown.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. And if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. And great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
41, Buccaneers 27.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Irving. And just a short pickup there to about the 44. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Richardson to throw. Now, screen set up for Irving. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Check, Panther. Roll.
A give, and this is Irving. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Irving.
Bucky Irving the ball carrier.
3rd and long.
Taken down back at the 20.
Here's Richardson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting? I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
And a 1st down.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. The tight end Moore in motion. On 2nd down, they run the counter. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. To him on 1st down. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. And now at 152, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. They'll stick with him again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
So, it's a win for our visitors. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Tampa.